Is there a difference between prayer and meditation? And why do we pray versus meditate, or do we think they are the actual same thing? It is pretty interesting, and I started thinking about this a lot, and I've thought about it in everybody that I've ever known, whether they say they're a Buddhist or a Baptist or an atheist. There has been some point in everybody's life where they prayed, whether they're scared on an airplane in turbulence, whether, like this is about the time I really am asking God for, let's be on the barter system here. I'll do this if you do that. Please, I'm holding on because I don't like turbulence, even though I've flown everywhere nonstop. So this made me, I really started thinking about this and made me put this presentation together, and it's going to be super interesting. So stick around with it, especially you at home. And why y'all aren't coming out in person, I don't know, because there's like 23,000 of y'all, 60,000 of y'all every month watching. How do you treat others? That's a pretty big question. And I'm going to show you how it ties into meditation and prayer. Do you ask others for something, every time you talk to them? Like every single time you talk to them, are you asking them for something? Like, hey, Megan, I don't even ask how you're doing. Just, hey, can you come over here? Hey, I haven't done my laundry in a week. Would you mind coming over and doing that? Randall, I haven't changed my oil. You want to come over and do that? I don't really care how you're doing. I don't want to know what's going on with you, but I got some stuff to do. Would you like to do that for me? Because I need help. It's pretty fascinating when you think about that, and that's what happens when people pray most of the time. We are asking. I'm not sure if there's any respect in that. Like, it seems disrespectful. Like, no matter what your belief, there is a universal energy that is in amongst us, and that's a fact. And some people call it God, some people call it universal energy, some people call it just energy, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It is around us, and people try to tap into that with prayer or meditation. Are we being rude to it by being beggars? Is it being rude? I don't know. I'm asking y'all because I was just pondering this and I couldn't stop wrapping my mind. I just kept racking my thoughts around this. Please, please, please. Oh, I promise I'll do that. If you do this, we're on the old barter system of old. I find it fascinating. I want to give everybody something to really think about on that, because why should any higher power, the energies around us, the energies that we feel amongst each other, like why would that want to help anything? Like, just why? Like, who are, and what for? Why do we want to help beggars? I mean, we've all given somebody some change, right? I mean, most of us have. And then there are other times we don't. Every one of us has probably given somebody that's homeless some change, or given them something. And there have been many times we did not do it at all. It was an inconvenience. I mean, are beggars an inconvenience to this? I don't know. Just an interesting thing. Do you offer anything in return? Are you going to be good stewards of Mother Nature, good stewards of your body? Are you going to be good stewards in service of other people? Are you going to make a mark onto the world? Are you just being a beggar? I don't know. That's why I have y'all, so we can bounce around interesting thoughts and ideas with each other, because I don't think we grow as a humanity. I don't think we grow as friends. I don't think we grow in any capacity at all unless we really think and use our brain muscle and help each other out and say, hey, Dean, you think I'm on the right course of thinking or not? And then you give me your reasons why you think yes or no. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. Oh, I like your perspective on that. I didn't recognize that before. It's pretty interesting. And this is our sponsor of today's video. If y'all don't know it, it's Sinless, sinlessnow.com. And it's really, really awesome. And you're about to see a commercial, our first commercial. You're welcome, because we sin less against Mother Nature and we sin less against ourselves. And it goes on different because it is different. And thanks. Do you get frustrated like I've gotten recently by discovering that almost everything that we use is poison, from the food we eat to the deodorant we wear, the shampoo, deodorant, detergents, the clothes? Seems like everything is harmful. And everything harms Mother Nature, and everything harms our bodies. I discovered Sinless products that use all clean, pure natural products that is good for Mother Nature, it's good for the human body, and it actually works. It goes on differently because it is different. I invite you to join us in this revolutionary idea to be good to ourselves and be good to Mother Nature. And if that appeals to you, check out the link below. If we are here to improve ourselves and aid others, then who are we helping? If we don't, if we do we help the ones that are begging? I know that I have friends, everybody has a friend, that they're always needy. You know, they're needy. Oh, I need this. Hey man, I need that. Well, you get tired of those people real fast. Like real fast, right? Does the infinite energies do that too? Does they get tired of that energy? Does it outweigh each other? Because there is a positive and negative force. I mean, all you have to do is look at an atom. You have to look at a cell. I mean, there's a proton and neutron. There's a positive and negative in every single thing. I don't know. I find it fascinating. Do we help others by lifting up their spirits? Do we help others? What are we giving back to this life, this energy force that we have? Like, what are we giving back? What are we filtering through ourselves and back into others? This is what I think is fascinating. Do the prayers focus on the negative things? Like, hey, I really need money. I need money so bad. Can you please give me some money? Am I focusing on the lack, or am I focusing on what I actually need? Am I reinforcing what I don't have, is what I'm getting at. Oh, can I please not be single anymore? God, I wish I had a girl. I wish I had a guy. Or I wish I had no girl. Can this girl leave forever? You know what I mean? Whatever it is you're praying about, is that what you're actually focusing on and creating more of that thing by praying about it? I don't know, because I've studied this a lot, and it's a difficult one, because you have to ask for help, right? You have to ask for help. Just with everything, you need help with stuff. But how do you go about asking for help with not reinforcing the negative aspect of you being without or wanting to get rid of something? I don't know, people. And if I say I do, take off running. Should we pray differently? Now, this is a big struggle because, I don't know. I just don't know. It's a dilemma because you have to ask to receive, and how do you ask for something that you need without focusing on what you need? I don't know. It seems like whenever we pray, we are reinforcing the feelings of helplessness. We're reinforcing the feelings of being in despair. We're reinforcing negative aspects that we don't want. And that it's rooted in these expectations. And we talked about expectations in one of the previous Sundays, 2 Sundays ago. And it was damn good. And expectations and impatience. Is that what we're reinforcing? I don't know. How about this? Whenever we pray, how can you receive something if you don't feel like you're worthy of it? This has happened throughout my life when I really think about it. I never really did something until I felt like, not that I deserved it, like a spoiled little entitled, lack of a better word, punk ass little bitch. I really deserve that thing because I'm ready to receive it. I've been doing the work. I'm not entitled to anything. Like, I am working toward this goal, and as this goal unfolds, yeah, of course it is. Because I've been preparing, I've been working at it, and it's not that I expect it. That's what I'm working toward, and that goal is just going to fall into place. But what if you feel like you are not worthy? And what if you just keep praying? God, I wish my wife would love me and talk to me, but you never want to try to make the effort to talk. Or what if you're an ass? What if your wife, you're always praying, God, I wish my friend would talk to me more, but you never reach out and talk to them? Are you receiving what you actually deserve? I don't know. Whenever you're praying, pretty interesting to me. And what's different about meditation? Because a lot of people say they're the same thing, and I disagree. I just don't think so. I don't think prayer and meditation are the same. They're kind of the same. It's like they're first cousins. It's to me, when we meditate, And when you study the varied, large, different amounts of meditative practices, it becomes like our body is, we turn ourselves into a receiver. We're receiving energy and letting it flow through us. We are allowing ourselves to flow, like Jim says in his book, like a river. And what if you want to put up roadblocks in prayers and focus on the negativity? Does that create a big bend? And then the natural flow of energy is going to just be to continue to eat into that side. You know, do you fight energy, or do you just kind of gently maneuver it? You know, it's kind of like, I love the analogy of me and Bonnie, just hugging. Like that wasn't a forced thing. It was just a natural progression of time of accepting and knowing and flowing with each other's natural energy. And isn't that what we do with every aspect of life? You know, it wasn't that I'm not a hugger and Bonnie was absolute wanting to hug me and, you know, being a weirdo. That was not the case, right? We just, you know, half hugs until you get to know each other. And if we tried to force that in any way, like any of us would do, if I tried to force hug Kyle, that would just be weird, right? You know, weird. So that we don't want to force anything. We want to go with that. We want to flow with it. And to me, that's what meditation is allowing ourselves to be the receiver of the energy and flowing with it. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But to me, it is a rejuvenating practice. Whenever we sit in here, or we go to the barn, wherever we're at, whether we're outside, when we meditate, I don't know what's going on in y'all's minds, but I don't imagine everybody sitting out there going, oh God, oh universal energies, oh will you please help me? I need a new pair of shoes today. You know, it doesn't seem like that's what's going on. It seems like we're being receivers and receiving, and then getting up and flowing that positive energy back to everybody else. Am I seeing that wrong?
No.
I don't think so. I think this is what we're doing. And I think that, wouldn't that be a big difference between prayer and meditation? I think so. If we just meditate with intent, you know, not to force anything. Just radiate our positive energy the best way we can out into the world. Like, I've been extraordinarily busy and stressed this week, which is not anything abnormal, but sometimes it will weigh on me, and some weeks it doesn't. You know, I don't know why. But I often know that it affects me more when I don't meditate. It's almost like a cleansing of my energies. It's like, oh crap, no wonder I'm stressed out. I didn't meditate for 3 days. You know, you're like, oh, this is bad. And then you go meditate and all of a sudden you feel fine and you're able to receive everybody's energy a lot better. You're able to give out better energy. To me, that is what makes prayers and meditation a lot different. I think couldn't we combine the two, like two cousins running around, skipping and playing, and focus on clarity? Like have a meditation where we just focus on specific things. I think so. I'm not an expert on this. I mean, I've been meditating for many years now, and the more you meditate, the more you realize, wow, there's so many more modalities and practices, and like it's just, wow. I don't know. That's why we're here to help each other. And I know this for sure. Meditation promotes a surrendering. Like I'm surrendering and being vulnerable to all y'all in our friendship and helping where I can. And I know that y'all have done the same thing with me. Like we help each other, we support each other. Like Kyle came out and helped with Dean the other day. Like that's a big deal. Bonnie's gonna do the same thing with helping Dean. We help each other with Randall because we love Randall. Like it's what we do. And I think meditation allows us to do that better. I think prayer, solely, exclusively prayer, makes us a weird sort of beggar that I don't really kind of like. Like I don't want to be a beggar. I don't want to beg Jill to, oh, please love me, love me. What I really want is to be able to sit calmly, whether it's outside, inside, connecting, and feeling that energy and allowing me to flow in love and let that just circle around that vortex of positive energy and make that beautiful. To me, that's what we should be practicing a lot more of, even though we do a lot of that. It just finds inner peace, like Steve. Steve meditates. He'll go out on the lake and find a perfect little fingerling. I bet it's been a while since you've done that. Has it? Every morning. Well, no wonder you're so awesome. We can. You know, we have a lot of buddies that and ourselves, we go up and down in our moods, and we can recognize that as friends. And we need to reach out to each other nonstop. That's part of this group. When you're sitting at home on your couch, before you flip around to some other thing you're not going to help you at all, if we reach out to each other and continue to help and support each other, then life becomes much better. Like if I see Megan down or Megan has an issue, well, why, if I'm available to help, why wouldn't I do that? It's the same thing with, like, I really enjoy getting my spirits uplifted going over to your house. I mean, I've been doing it once a week just about for a long time. And then me and Jim started this recent ritual of having coffee, you know, a couple of times a month. Like, that is like creating these vortexes of energy. It's not like two guys just walking in, hey, how you doing? When we neglect the fact to realize we're exchanging energy. We're just in a conscious meditation. And that's what we're doing. So let's just make it count with how we think. Let's be the receivers so that we can admit the positive things that we want out of this life. And get it. And that was just what I thought about it. And if y'all have any other ideas, y'all will not be able to see it because we're going to turn the cameras off and talk privately. Another reason why you should come out here and come see us in person. And if you have good vibes, you're somewhere local, come see us. If you have bad vibes, stay your ass on the couch. We love you. See you next time.